What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Fabolous is back with his latest mixtape, the sequel to last year's Summertime Shootout. And he was supposed to be dropping the Young OG Project 2 earlier in the year, or actually it started around last Christmas, and then it got pushed back to February. And then after February, Fabolous just said, screw it, didn't talk about it, hasn't talked about it, hasn't even hinted at it. It just kind of fell off the boards completely, which is weird. But Fabolous is still going hard, still putting out music, whether or not it's good or not. And Summertime Shootout 2 is here. For me, I went into this project hoping that Fabolous was going to give something good, because the last time that I really heard Fabolous spaz was on his Friday Night Freestyles mixtape, the weekly series. Then it was, turned into a mixtape. And I enjoyed it a lot. I thought that showed Fab still had that potential, but then that was kind of all washed away on Summertime Shootout 2. I think that Fabolous tries to play with the trends way too much. There's a record on here called Team Liddy. I don't want to hear Fabolous use the term lit or Liddy. And then like all the skits that are on the album are pretty much like, they don't fit for someone in Fabolous's position. Like, maybe that's the lifestyle he's living. He's still messing with women, talking about all their Audemars and going out and, trying to get a rich baller, stuff like that. Maybe that's still the life that he's living, portraying and all that, but I just don't want to hear it. Like, a lot of the skits are skippable. There's really none on there that made me go, yeah, this should be here. This is good. And then there's one record. It's the Wishin' remix. It's Fab throwing a verse on DJ Drama's single that has Scheme and Chris Brown on it. But it's only 30 seconds. And after that 30 seconds is up, it goes into a long skit. So I'm like, why is this even on here? I didn't need a snippet of a verse that's going to come out later. I wanted to hear the whole verse, because that was actually a good Fabolous verse so far. I enjoyed what he was spitting on that. And it missed all the bad on the project. There's some good that came out of it. For the Family, featuring Dave East and Don Q. That is perhaps the best Fabolous verse I've heard since the Friday Night Freestyles. He really went hard. And I don't know if it was the fact that he's next to two hot up-and-coming spitters from NY, or if it was just the beat choice. But Fab really went in. He had this cool verse that kind of flipped a lot of Rockefeller and Diplomat members into his verse. He says things like, put that Mac to your beanie just to get a mill. He also said, we don't just blaze, we blow them out they Timbos. Lines like that I thought were cool. It was clever. And I think with Fab, he needs to go that route. He needs to do stuff that's going to make people go, wow. And I think that's a verse that makes people go, wow. And then the other record that I really enjoyed off the project was Ashanti. And I think there's a theme with For the Family and Ashanti that I see Fab kind of pulling, that I enjoy, is the fact that they're both very focused records. Like I said, with For the Family, he wanted to go that route where he's naming off the Rockefeller and Diplomat members in a creative way. And then Ashanti, is paying homage to Ashanti's beauty and her music, some of her earliest work. Fab flips like lines like, you're foolish like Ashanti. He starts out the record, came in the game flipping bigs like Ashanti. If you remember, Ashanti came in the game kind of flipping a Biggie track. And I like the record. I think Fab is at his best when he's sticking to a concept that's not trying to sit here and chase what's trendy. Like Ashanti, you can argue that that might be a trendy record, but I think it's the one that works. I think with Ashanti in like this social media era where we have Instagram and Twitter and all that, her beauty is being appreciated a lot more. And so that's where Fab got the inspiration for the record. But at the same time, it's not him trying to fit in with this generation. So I think it's new. It's probably, considered trendy in a way. But it works for Fab, because nobody else is sitting here trying to make those type of records with that type of sound. So like I said, I feel like Fab still has potential here and there. I don't know if he's capable of putting together a whole body of work that is enjoyable from start to finish anymore. And it's just... I find that Fabolous still has some potential, but he really needs a huge overhaul. He needs to get rid of anybody in his camp that's saying, yes, this is fire. Like, a lot of the records on Summertime, Shootout 2, get rid of those. Get rid of those people that approve these records and really get some people that are going to be constructive. Because Fab shows like these flashes of him still being able to rhyme with the best of them and, you know, create some good concepts here and there, but there's too much filler to really appreciate it. Like, I don't think anybody's really going to enjoy Summertime Shootout 2 as much because of all the filler. Like, you might not make it to Ashanti or For the Family, which are deeper in the track listing. So Summertime Shootout 2 was disappointing for me, but I haven't given up hope on Fabolous, and I hope somebody in his corner really tells him, hey, you should just focus on trying to reinvent yourself, trying to create music that is timeless and not for the moment. So that's my take on Summertime Shootout 2. Let me know what you think about the mixtape in the comment section below. Maybe you have a very different idea of the mixtape. Maybe you like it. And, you know, tell me why. Explain. Or if you agree with me, talk to me in the comment section below. And then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Share the video. Follow me on Twitter at SermonsDomain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace.